Between your fingers, you hold a stone and throw it into flowing water. The effect might not be easy to see. There will be a small ripple where the stone breaks the surface, and then a splash, muffled by the rush of the surrounding river. That's all. Throw a stone into a lake. The effect will be not only visible but also far more lasting. The stone will disrupt the still waters. A circle will form where the stone hit the water, and in a flash that circle will multiply into another, then another. Before long, the ripples caused by one plop will expand until they can be felt everywhere along the mirrored surface of the water. Only when the circles reach the shore will they stop and die out. If a stone hits a river, the river will treat it as yet another commotion in its already tumultuous course. Nothing unusual, nothing unmanageable. If a stone hits a lake, however, the lake will never be the same again. For 40 years, Ella Rubinson's life had consisted of still water, a predictable sequence of habits, needs, and preferences. Though it was monotonous and ordinary in many ways, she had not found it tiresome. During the last 20 years, every wish she had, every person she befriended, and every decision she made was filtered through her marriage. Her husband, David, was a successful dentist who worked hard and made a lot of money. She had always known that they did not connect on any deep level, but connecting emotionally need to be a priority on a married couple's list. She thought, especially for a man and a woman who had been married for so long, there were more important things than passion and love in a marriage, such as understanding, affection, compassion, and that most godlike act as a person could perform, forgiveness. Love was secondary to any of these, unless that is, one lived in novels or romantic movies, where the protagonists were always larger than life, and their love nothing short of legend. Ella's child topped her list of priorities. They had a beautiful daughter in college, Janet, and teenage twins, Orly and Evie. Also, they had a 12-year-old golden retriever, Spirit, who had been Ella's walking buddy in the mornings and her cherished companion ever since he had been a puppy. Now, he was old, overweight, completely deaf, and almost blind. Spirit's time was coming, but Ella preferred to think he would go on forever. Then again, that was how she was. She never confronted the death of anything, be it a habit, a phase, or a marriage, even when the end stood right in front of her, plain and inevitable. The Rubinsons lived in Northampton, in a large Victorian house that needed some renovation but still was splendid, with 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, shiny hardwood floors, a 3-car garage, French doors, and best of all, an outdoor jacuzzi. They had life insurance, car insurance, 2 prestigious apartments, one in Boston and the other in Rhode Island. She and David had worked hard for all this. A big, busy house with children, elegant furniture, and the wafting scent of homemade pies might seem a cliche to some people, but to them it was the picture of an ideal life. They had built their marriage around this shared vision and had attained most, if not all, of their dreams. On their last Valentine's Day, her husband had given her a heart shaped diamond pendant and a card that read, To my dear Ella, a woman with a quiet manner, a generous heart, and the patience of a saint. Thank you for accepting me as I am. Thank you for being my wife. Yours, David. Ella had never confessed this to David, but reading his card had felt like reading an obituary. This is what they will write about me when I die, she had thought, and if they were sincere, they might also add this. Building her whole life around her husband and children, Ella lacked any survival techniques to changing her daily coffee brand was a major effort. All of which is why no one, including Ella, could explain what was going on when she filed for divorce in the fall of 2008 after 20 years of marriage.